Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 88 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film with many different twists and turns, as well as saga-wide implications that will be made to the Skywalker saga by J.J., George Lucas, Chris Terrio, and what they're really trying to do to make a very unique and original Star Wars film that is going to serve as the best film of the sequel trilogy, if not perhaps maybe even a fan favorite of the entire Skywalker saga. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions as well as one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that it's described that one of the scenes that were filmed during the month of November 2018 involved the sequence where Adam Driver and 6 unnamed actors portraying the Knights of Ren were said to be acting in a scene as Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren inside of Snoke's abandoned First Order headquarters. It's described that inside of the headquarters contains one of Snoke's vaults that Kylo and the Knights of Ren break into and discover many ancient relics and artifacts and that are related to Snoke, where one of which is described to be a large hologram of Snoke talking about his discovery of the power of the Beyond and what it contains. It's explained that in the holo projector device was dubbed as Avendor Snoke Nalar's holo projector. It's explained that though Snoke is 800 years old and went under different identities every 100 years, it's explained that this was Snoke's last identity used during and just before the events of The Force Awakens. It's explained that the last name Nalar is actually in reference to an ancient Sith Lord that is said to have been actually alive during the events of the Old Republic era, and is actually said to be within the Dark Spire location in the film by J.J. Abrams, who was alive during the Old Republic era, that will be explained also by George Lucas. Now, the Snoke hologram is described to unveil new secrets about the Beyond to Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren directly. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why this is very intriguing. Now, the actual last name being Nalar is said to be based off of an ancient Sith Lord's name that actually lived throughout the Old Republic era. Now, you guys may or may not be aware that the Old Republic is going to be a big thing in the current canon under Disney and Lucasfilm. That's going to be explored by Disney, Lucasfilm with The Rise of Skywalker. Now, this holo projector that Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren come across is actually said to be Snoke's holo projector that contains many different secrets about the Beyond itself, where Snoke is talking about the capability that it has and how powerful it really is within the galaxy itself, and that his last name, he actually refers to himself as Avendor Snoke Nalar. Now, Nalar is actually said to be based off of an ancient Sith Lord from the Old Republic era. Now, what I like so much about this is that it's actually said that Snoke changed his identity every 100 years throughout his 800-plus year lifespan before he was killed by Kylo Ren inside of his throne room during the events of The Last Jedi. So you could really see what they're trying to do with Snoke. Now, the recent Snoke comic, I will say, I don't know if you guys saw it, it released earlier this month of September. The Snoke comic is very interesting stuff because you do get a sense of where Snoke has been, what kind of training he gave the Kylo Ren on Dagobah. Very interesting storyline, go ahead and check it out. But in this particular scenario, Kylo Ren comes across the abandoned First Order headquarters, which, by the way, is said to be based on a world over in the Outer Rim that Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren break into to discover many different secrets related to Snoke, as well as many different secrets related to the origins of the First Order and exactly how it all really began, as well as Snoke's backstory, and that's going to be explained, by the way, in this movie in greater depth by JJ. Since JJ was the one responsible for creating the character, he will be bringing the character to a close in The Rise of Skywalker, even though the character is dead. So on top of all of this, this movie really seems like it has the potential to mark itself down as the best film of the sequel trilogy, if not, like I say, a fan favorite of the Skywalker saga, to do something very unique and original for the Star Wars fans around the world. Now, another thing that I do want to actually go over here is of course the Beyond. In case you guys have no idea what the Beyond really is, it's said to be a specific location over in the unknown regions that serves as the origins of the dark side and the light side of the Force combined, that is said to be far more powerful than the dark and the light as we, the Star Wars fans, know it within the Star Wars franchise. And Snoke actually hid over away in the unknown regions while he was building the First Order, so it makes sense as to why he would hold and contain many different knowledge related to the Beyond itself and how that's going to be applied in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker by JJ, George, and Chris, and what they're really trying to do to take Star Wars in a different direction that's really going to be done in an unpredictable way for the Star Wars fans once they go ahead and see this film. Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.